In the more mid-market or upper mid-market space, what we call the corporate accounts segment, we actually clearly see that the big professional services houses like the Accentures of the world, their professional services model doesn't fit financially for the mid-markets to actually get that new intelligent solution implanted and deployed. There we actually have identified core partners who help us to do that as well. So they are strategic service alliance partners for us, and I give you an example like Wortel in the Netherlands, where we have built a strategic alliance partnership, where we're going to sell the whole offering to our clients and have Wortel partnering with us to deploy it.
Okay.
Another example would be for modern workplace, when we think about unified communication solutions. Communicatif is another great services alliance partner in the Netherlands with whom we partner to actually build a modern workplace unified communication experience in the Dutch market. Okay, so our model is very much defined by what are the key services practice we believe we can build as a company, and what are the ones where we're going to deliver it through our partner ecosystem, and it's an alliance partner strategy, which is a core element of our go-to-market model. And that's why we talk about Unite, because it's the partnership on a vendor side with key strategic software and hardware vendors, and it's the partnership on a service delivery model with key alliance partners on the services side.
For the deployment.
Correct.
Yeah. But you have been hiring, because you're building these services.
Yes.
Department. You've been hiring lately.
Yes, we do.
People. Is it difficult to find the people to do that? Because
we are more known. You mean as a transactional software or hardware partner? It's actually very interesting. Look, my vice president for running the services organization is coming from Citrix. He has been managing the services business.
Rolf?
Yeah, it's Rolf Adam.
I spoke to him.
You spoke to him, yeah? So it is not that difficult to attract people, right? With that real, background of professional services, and having Rolf, with that background and experience, he himself, is an attractor for the rest of the services people to actually join the company, because they believe that we really mean that serious.
Yeah.
So I think it all starts with building your right management team, and they build credibility and attract additional leaders to join, right? And of course, it does require us, and that's why I'm so proud that over the course of the last year and a half, we have built now a services organization within Insight, which is more than 150 people in Europe, right? And we have been able to build a services alliance partner network of over 20 partners, which we recruited across Europe, supporting us in our go-to-market model. Those partners wouldn't have joined if we wouldn't have built a value proposition for them, which really attracted them to partner with us, because they could have gone on their own or go with a competitive partner. They went with Insight because of the Services Alliance Partner Program value proposition we put together. And I'm very excited about this, because at the end, the success, I think, of a successful player like Insight very much depends on the way you're going to build and unite with key vendors and key partners who have been building a practice which is already successful in the market, but they might not have the sales and marketing power and not the client base yet to fast scale, but they are hungry because they know how to do service delivery, but they need a partner supporting them to actually drive new client acquisition. And that's what we have built, because we not only invested in services, we also invested into solution sales specialist organization focused on specifically selling those new go-to-market offerings.
How do you see the next future evaluate?
I mean, clearly, the model we are talking about, we feel confident because again, today we had the opportunity to run a lunch with the top IT decision makers out of the Netherlands, and there were approximately 30 people at our executive lunch. And when I followed up with them in our roundtable discussion, their feedback on our evaluation and our transformation as a company now with the new value proposition very much resonates with them.
Okay.
They look for a partner who they can go to, a one-stop partner who can be a trusted advisor, who help them to standardize IT, allow them to basically purchase hardware, software, and core-related services, right? So that they can rationalize their supply chain. But what they're also looking for is a partner who gives them strategic consultancy on how they, as an IT decision maker, can actually prove to their board on how they can help to make IT a strategic asset. Better understanding their business problems and come in with an IT intelligence solution which helps to drive true business outcome. The IT decision makers we had on our roundtable, clearly see the need, because their board, the CFOs, the CIOs are actually challenging them exactly with that task.
Okay, yeah.
So I think for us, stepping up with that new product portfolio, new service offer, we actually can be a prime partner for the CIOs to help them to get closer at the seat of the board members and build the bridge and the connection.
Okay.
And I think if with that statement, what we then achieve is IT perception will change. And remember what I said in the keynote, the core challenge we have in the IT industry is IT with CFOs and CEOs very often is still perceived as a cost factor, as a must-have, but more as a cost factor, not yet in its full extent as a strategic asset.
Mm-hmm.
Getting IT decision makers educated to actually talk a business language and provide a business value proposition with an IT solution, intelligent solution which enables business outcome, I think is the magic recipe for making IT strategic. And we are on that journey.
Okay.
It's one of the very few partners, and we can do this globally because we are a Fortune 500 company with great presence in the US, in APAC, in Europe. And I think with that global unified strategy and united strategy, we actually have a very powerful go-to-market approach right now, which we are in the middle of executing. And I think the magic is the local footprint. So it's important to have local presence, and we have that in every single market, right? And we have a great local presence in the Netherlands. But the importance is that the local presence gets connected, and we have the ability for international clients to basically say, look, I want to standardize on one partner. I want to standardize my IT, and I want to run this across 15 countries in Europe and all, districts in the US, and I want to do this in APAC as well, and I want to do it in Latin America, and Insight could be a partner who can actually do this on their behalf across the world, across the globe. I think that is a real power because of our ability to do it locally, but also globally.
Yeah.